Fiora, are you all right?
Guess I wasn't hiding it well. I didn't want to worry anyone.
It must be difficult living with that body.
I'm getting more and more used to it. But people still look at me funny. Oh, it's not that bad. It feels pretty comfortable, actually. I don't need to worry about food or anything like that.
I see.
This body, the energy from the chest component made it work. It turned out to be a Monado. Such a strange feeling.
A Monado? Was that the Monado that Zanza took from Monolith? Will your body cease to function?
I'll be fine for now. There's still some stored energy left.
But then what?
Melia, if I ever... Please take care of Shulk.
Don't talk like that. How can you ask me such a thing?
I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
You're right. Thank you, Melia.
If Shulk awakes, will you tell him?
No. He worries too much anyway.
He does worry. It's just like him.
Actually, I'm already dead. I have been since the Mechon attacked.
Fiora.
But I'm happy now. This body has given me the chance to live. Maybe I don't have much time left, but at least I can be with Shulk for a little while longer.
Do you feel that strongly for him?
Yes. That's why I'll fight on and help him in any way I can. Let's get back. Everyone will start worrying.
Yes, you are right.
And Melia, can you keep it secret from the others?
You do not want them to worry. I admire your strength.
Maybe I'll tell him. But only when the time is right.
I won't say a word. I'm nothing compared to her.
A siren!
Fiora, let's hurry back!
Okay.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm just going to go ahead and say it here. Melia has literally the worst deal of any character in this game. Didn't particularly want to be princess, but there you go, you're thrust into that role. Father, murdered in front of her because of everything to do with Shulk and Metal Face, not great. Gets to know Shulk a bit, starts to like him. Fiora comes into the picture, starts to make stuff a bit more complicated. Literally an entire genocide, not an entire, but a substantial genocide of her people happens. For Melia, basically 95, we'll talk a bit more about this in specific later on in this episode, but 95-ish% of the people that Melia grew up with are now horrific monsters. Not great, in a lot of ways. And the game still pits her head-to-head with Fiora, and she's sitting there saying, oh, I'm nothing compared to her. She gets such a shit deal. It's grim is what it is. Anyway, there's a siren, which probably means something not good. Let's find out what.
That siren! Is that... Telethia! A horde of them are approaching! Let's move!
Gotcha!
I'm going too!
But Shulk needs you!
I know! But I can't just stay here. What if something happened to you? What would I tell Shulk when he wakes up?
Fiora, are you sure?
Lots of Dino Beast!
Look, it's him!
So he survived.
Dixon!
That's right. Glad to see me.
Shut up!
Looks like that high-end tier's big bro died for nothing. Oh, don't be like that. You'll meet him soon enough. You might even be reborn if you return to Lord Zanza. Who knows? He might be your boyfriend in the next life.
You will not mock the memory of my brother!
You lot don't know when you're beaten. Why don't you just give up?
It's my decision.
In order to perpetuate their existence, Zanza and Mayneth must use a being they created as a physical host. They cannot exist forever as mere souls. This world was created so that they may continue to exist. It is for this reason that its existence and future is in their hands. This is the passage of fate, and your visions. People live and die at the mercy of Zanza, and through this, Zanza maintains the existence of this world.
Our destruction was always inevitable. Everything we did was meaningless.
Are you certain? It was his will to revive you and use you as a host. Taking the Monado from Mayneth, doing with the world as he wishes. Everything was as he decided. But why is it that Zanza now wishes to destroy you? What is the need for this?
That's because...
He in fact has no choice but to do it. If he does not, he risks his entire existence.
And we're the source of that risk. But why?
It is a marvel to exist outside the passage of fate. The lives created by Zanza and Mayneth inevitably attempt to escape the passage of fate. This signifies the beginning of their destruction. Mayneth accepted this and entrusted the future of this world to you. Many times, your visions have allowed you to change the passage of fate. You saved the lives of those destined to die.
I couldn't save everyone.
Nothing that exists is perfect. It is a sad truth, but you can learn from it and begin the journey on a new path. Not Zanza's path, but one that you forge yourselves.
Our own path.
So, decide, Shulk. Will you walk the path laid out by Zanza, or will you walk a new path? The Monado awaits you.
That was always how it was going to be. If I'd wanted to walk the predetermined path, I wouldn't have come this far. Even with the odds stacked against us, even though I can't see the future, I'll keep walking. My own path, that I decide. Fiora, Rhine, Dunban, Sharla, Melia, Ricky. We all feel the same.
Well then, you must defy fate to succeed. Succeed and follow a new path.
Alvis, are you...
You already know. You know what I am, and what you must do.
These things don't give up.
Ricky never lose. Ricky protect Colony 6.
Right. We can't let them get any further.
You know the drill. Take them down.
Oh, yeah.
And we're back. God, there's a lot you won't understand about it until you see the end of the game, then it'll kind of pay off again. But a lot of I love some of the conversations between Shulk and Alvis. A lot of that philosophical stuff that's going on is really cool. New appearance for Fiora, by the way, because we fought with them briefly against Zanza in last episodes. Mayneth's Monados are an option. I suppose it's one Monado split into two blades. Oh yeah, there's multiple Monados, by the way. Mayneth has one just as much. It was also, yeah, as Fiora pointed out, it was the triangular piece on her chest, which you'll notice is now gone. Its marking is still there, but the actual 3D raise part is gone. That was kind of Mayneth's power in her, which has now left, because that was her whole deal. Also, yeah, our double attack gems have been de-equipped from the weapon, because we were equipped briefly with Mayneth's Monados, and then that's now obviously gone as well. So, there we go. Other than that, we're all good to go. Let's fight some Telethia. So, party-wise, we're going to take Melia, we're going to take Fiora. It's actually exactly the party I want to take. Melia, Fiora, and Ryan. Fantastic. So, let's talk at this point about Telethia types. We've seen both of these already, but there's two types of Telethia we're facing here. These smaller ones are called Phoenix Telethia. They're bipedal, they look a lot like Hyentia. Interesting. And then that big one over there is called a Leone Telethia. These ones have different names. These are the generic names of them. There's a Phoenix and a Leone. There's also, so the one that Dixon is riding, for example, is called a Gigas Telethia. No, it's not Gigas, it's a Dracos. The big ones that look like a whale or some kind of sea creature. Gigas are the ones like the Dino Beast style one that we've seen, that we fought first in Magna Forest. That's a Gigas Telethia. Those are the four main physical types of Telethia we'll face. They'll have different names, but generally it's those types. The Phoenix ones are interesting. They look, as I say, a lot like Hyentia. They're the most Hyentia looking ones of that. Do you remember when we first fought a Telethia in Magna Forest? Not the Dino Beast itself, but we first fought 3 of them. Alvis killed the 4th. And we know that Melia was there with 4 of her compatriots. Isel, Demille, Hoggard, and someone else. And we know that Telethia attack with ether, and the ether concentrations high ether concentrations turn Hyentia into Telethia. That's a very strong theory to suggest what those 4 Telethia might have come from originally. Grim to think about it, isn't it?
If only Shulk was here! We're dead meat without the Monado!
Get away from him! Forget about the Monado, kid. More space between Zanza and us, the better.
If Ryan's got time to sound off, we must be doing okay.
We are doing okay.
Ryan is correct. Perhaps we relied too much on the Monado and Shulk.
Right. We've chosen to fight the Bionis. We have to manage on our own.
Look at them struggle. If they can't even handle a few Telethia, how do they expect to defeat me?
This is not the end!
Dunban!
Fiora!
Dunban! Are you okay?
I just overdid it. Fiora!
I'm okay. I can still fight.
Why are you bothering to try and cover it up? Go on, just admit you've had enough. Never!
Look out!
Loads of Dino Beasts!
It truly seems as though everything is going as Zanza planned. But our hearts and minds they still hold the will to seize our own destiny. No matter how hard you try to break us, the future is ours to shape, Dixon. Always!
When will you learn you have no future? Face it, your destiny is to die here. What? Shoot!
Thank goodness you're here!
Damn kid! So you're still alive! Attack! Destroy them! Ah! What?
That was awesome! Sorry for worrying you all.
Shulk. Welcome back.
Fiora.
Little brat. What's he gone and done now? Time for me to get my hands dirty.
Shulk, look out!
Huh?
Oi, kid. It's about time for your final lesson.
Dixon!
Show me what you've got. You think you've got the power to oppose Lord Zanza? Let's see how you do against me.
Oh my god, I absolutely love that shot when Fiora's down in the middle and they're all like closing ranks around her to protect her, and like Dunban has those epic lines to camera. Oh, it is genuinely fantastic. So Shulk is now wielding the replica Monado. It's the same as the Monado. Its stats grow with Shulk. It's got 3 slots, which is the same as the Monado 2 had, and it's basically the same stats. But it has got all the gems we had on the Monado have been dequipped. So I'm going to replace them with, I think, I probably actually want more art stealth than auto attack stealth. That'll be pretty good. We just don't want Shulk to be drawing attention in that way. Brave Cap has got initial tension off. I got better than that. Well, I've got initial tension 5, which is pretty good anyway, so we'll go for that. Cool, let's fight. So, skill trees? Who's learned skills? Fiora and Dunban. Oh, the siblings. Naked skill, but literally useless for Fiora because she can't not have armor equipped. Literally, because her armor is her body, because she's part mech on. Reduced weight of equipment? Sure. Why not? And Dunban from Fiora can have... Where's that cool crit skill? No, we haven't got that yet. It increases damage of critical hits. Well, reduces physical damage, why not? We have nearly got that. Increases damage of critical hits, which is half of Fiora's hit now, which is great. And of course, now we've got Shulk back. We want him in the front for this fight. And then we'll also have the people who've really got a reason to fight against Dixon. Dunban and Ryan. Also our very fighty party. So this is a Serini Telethia, is the name of this specific one, which the cutscene strongly implied this was going to have Dixon on it. It doesn't seem to, but there we go. It used Soul Reed, which means we have to purge it basically straight away. Not a spike Soul Reed, but it basically makes it almost impossible to hit a Telethia because it's their, like, reading the future thing. So whenever they use Soul Reed, which will be at the top, it's like a blue buff with a wiggly thing. You'll see it when it appears. You wanna purge at that point. Yeah, the Serenity Telethia, oh, that's its powerful art. Killer Dive. Yep, so this is a Dracos Telethia. We've not fought one of these before. These are probably the most dangerous Telethia. Gigas might be a bit more dangerous, but there's very few Gigas Telethia in the entire game, whereas this guy's a real piece of shit. But fortunately, fighting him is not particularly difficult. Let's get into a good position with Shulk, and then actually try a chain attack. So, we will open with a Slit Edge from Shulk, holding off on the backslash until we need it. Oh, Dunban, yes. Blossom Dance straight away. Unfortunately as well, this counts as a unique monster, which is why I've got you will know our names in the background. Sword Drive from Ryan. Oh, there we go. And backslash on Monado Buster. we'll do backslash. And then from Dunman, Soaring Tempest. And then we'll finish it with a War Swing from Ryan. Beautiful.
That brat. How could he read my movements? What the hell's going on?
Shulk! How'd you do it? I could see it. The future. I don't have the Monado, but it came to me, Ryan. From within.
Nice one! Looks like we're back in business. Bunch of ingrates. Oi! Stop hiding and get yourself out here. I don't appreciate being left to do all the hard work. Alvis?
What? It can't be. Alvis! Not you too!
Yeah, another one of Lord Zanza's faithful. One of the Trinity.
No! How can he be one of them?
Alvis! Is this the only reason you served under my family? You traitor!
Oi! Say something! Shulk! Leave it. It doesn't matter what he is. That doesn't change anything at all. Does it? Alvis?
Yes, precisely. You must find your own path to the future.
The Telethia! He's...
So you're just another one of Zanza's lapdogs?
Get ready, everyone.
Show them no mercy.
As you wish. Let us see that will to survive.
So we fight now against Sani Telethia, which is Alvis's Telethia. Do you recognise this one? It's not any of the 4 Telethia types I mentioned, it's his own one. We saw this at not too far from here. After the first cutscene where we saw Metalface speak, and we were saved by a Telethia, which then went back to Alvis. We didn't know who Alvis was at that point, we didn't learn for quite some time. But the Telethia went back to him. That was your first hint, before we even knew who he was, that maybe Alvis has a lot going on, character-wise. And we see that very clearly here, that we've had all the conversations with... Oh, fuck off, did I miss the bloody prompt? That's annoying. But yeah, we've had all the conversation. Well, Shulk and Alvis have had these various conversations in the spooky world. So, did he just change the weather with Weather Storm? Oh, there you go. So there's a lot going on with Alvis that we don't fully know yet. But yeah, it's another one of those characters, much like Dixon, where the game explicitly tells you really early on, by the way, this character's up to some shit, because the first time you see him, he's controlling a Telethia and uses it to fight against the Mechon that you're against. Fighting the Mechon again, oh, bugger me. Really good way of this game fucking with you. You think, for example, well, Dixon's up to some shit, but then it's at the second battle of Sword Valley, they clearly show Dixon fighting a lot of Mechon and kind of kicking their ass. So you assume he's probably on your side broadly if he is up to some shit. It's you assume because the Mechon are their enemy that they're your ally, well, they're your friend, and they're not. And this game does that really well. It's only when the turn happens you realise, oh, the actual proper enemy is the Bionis. You realise, oh, fighting the Mechon does not make someone on your side. You see it with Dixon, you see it with Alvis, in a way. You see it with Lorithia when she's like, they're doing rather well, aren't they? But they have yet to unleash their true potential. You think she's talking about the faces? No, she's talking about the high-end tier.
That all you got? Not so tough without your pet, are ya? I'll show you the will to survive!
Meddling kids.
I have seen your will to fight. It is time to decide. What do you say? Does this world belong to you, or to Zanza? Well?
Either way's good with me. But I wonder what Zanza would say about it.
He desires the same. And he sees everything. As you see, Shulk.
It's like he says.
Get back here!
You understand, don't you, Shulk?
Yeah. You can bet on it.
We'll be waiting.
We'll be on our best behavior.
And we will be the best guests you ever had.
Ah, that's quite a good comeback. I'm impressed. I'm trembling. Me. Stupid, meddling kid. After all these years, I never thought the day would come when I would feel fear.